Hey, how's everybody doing on day 2 of our 5-day raw food challenge? How are you feeling today? Are some of you experiencing some detox symptoms? Maybe a headache, a little bit of a tummy ache, a little tiredness? Hey, it's good because better out than in, right? So let's keep going today, and we are going to learn a new juice, and this is my most favorite juice of all. It's called the Sunshine Juice from the Rejuvenate Raw with Kim recipe book. It has apples, it has oranges, and delicious pineapple. So this is our citrus press juicer. I use it often for things like oranges and lemons, and you can use it for grapefruit too. Some of the advantages of using a citrus press juicer is that it takes up very little counter space, because our big juicer, it can take up considerable amount of space. And it's easy to use. It only has 2 parts. This is our strainer, and it goes in just like this. So it's pretty easy. That's all there is to it, just the 2 parts. And also it's stainless steel. I love that. We don't have any plastic leaching into our food. It's easy to clean. Some of the negatives are that it's kind of big and cumbersome. It's a little heavy. It's a little slower maybe than like a slow masticating juicer. But the thing is, it's so easy to cut our oranges. They're just halved. And when we put them in like a slow masticating or cold press juicer, then we're removing the peels. So it's kind of just give and take which direction you want to go, what you have going on. So let's just say today I'm kind of in a hurry, so I want to just really kind of get these done. We're going to put our half piece of orange in there just like that. We're going to hold on here and press down on the handle. And here's one advantage: you get some muscles from doing this, because you do have to put a little bit of a push into it. I have our measuring cup underneath to catch the juice, and it works just great. And usually I press down a couple times to make sure I get all of the juice out of it that I can. So you can see here, it's taken out a lot, but not everything. So I think the electric citrus juicer probably gets out more of the orange. But there's so many good advantages to this one too. So, all right, well, let's go ahead and finish juicing our oranges. And if you're following along, just use whatever juicer you have there available. And let's get this done so we can move on and taste this yummy juice. Okay, we have our oranges all juiced, and now I'm going to remove this and pour it in the strainer. I do like to strain my juice. That way my intestines don't have to work too hard, and the juice goes right into my bloodstream to help give me the nutrition I need and also to detox my body. And I should mention the other thing that I really like about this juicer is there is not much mess. So you're in a very contained space, and you have your measuring cups, and not a whole lot of orange juice ends up on the counter. So, okay, our next step is to cut the pineapple. And I want to talk a little bit about selecting a pineapple before we cut it. It's really important to buy our pineapples ripe. Pineapples are one fruit that does not ripen once it's picked. So I know it's really hard to get them ripe, and often they're green in the store. So I just kind of stay away from those, and I pick through them until I can find one like this that's more of a golden brown. The leaves are starting to curl a little bit, and when you smell it, it smells really good. Okay, so I'm going to do something a little fun with our pineapple. I'm going to first cut off the top, and what I want to do is to cut out the pineapple, but to leave the core, the outside, intact, because I want to use it for our smoothie later on. So this will be a lot of fun. So I'm just going to start cutting around the edges and cutting through. And if you are trying this for the first time, maybe just cut off the edges of your pineapple and just go with that. Make it as easy on yourself as you can. But if you would like to use the pineapple as I am for a cup for your smoothie, then go for it. And then just start pulling these pieces of pineapple out. I don't know if there's an easier way to do this. It just takes a lot of cutting and wedging, and it just takes a little time. Okay, we've got our pineapple cut out and ready for our smoothie, so we're going to set this aside for later. We have our pineapple cut, and now we have our apple. Just really easy. We're just going to cut some slices off. And you know, some people use the core and seeds. I typically add it. Gives you a little bit more juice. All right, here we go. So we have our orange juice made, and now we have our pineapples and apples to juice. So we are going to use the Nama juicer. I love this juicer. I just got it actually a couple days ago, and we did a demonstration video on it yesterday actually, comparing it to the centrifugal juicer, and this juicer is amazing. So if you have your juicers ready, let's go ahead and juice the pineapple and the apple. All right, here we go. Okay, so as you can see, the juice is held in this bowl and allowed to mix as we are making our juice. It has two feeds here, one that is more for the chopped food and one that is more for the pieces. So it works really amazing. So I'm gonna let out this pineapple juice, and I'm telling you, it is smelling so sweet and delicious. It makes my mouth water. Okay, so we have our pineapple juice made and our orange juice, and actually we put apples in with our pineapple too. So everything's ready. I do want to mention that it's not necessary to use two different pieces of equipment, two different juicers. I just did that to show you the difference between the two and the possibilities that are out there. I could have just used the Nama for all of the juice, taken the peelings off of the oranges, and then everything could have been put through this one juicer, which makes cleanup a lot easier. So, you know, another great thing about this juicer is I found there doesn't need to be a lot of straining. So I don't even need to double strain this pineapple apple juice, which is typically very pulpy. So it really doesn't have any pulp in it. So are you ready for the taste test? I'm going to swirl this around a little bit. Are you making this at home? You ready to give it a try? This orange juice is full of life and it tastes amazing. You ready? So sweet and so smooth. Enjoy, everyone.